Do you remember being young and having a terrible crush on somebody? And do you remember how you would scrutinize their everything they would say and every expression to see if they liked you? And you looked for signals like mad, any little signal, any little sign, especially if, like me, you were shy. And we spent a lot of time saying, she said this, what does that mean? What do you think that means? Do you think she's flirting with me? Oh, she's totally flirting with you, dude. Okay. And you don't want to be wrong about it. Okay. Some of us apply that kind of scrutiny to everything that a casting director says, everything that a director says, everything that your agent says. What do they mean by that? What do you mean? Do you think they're dropping me? Do you think they like my work? The casting director said, thank you very much. What does that mean? What does that mean? She said, good work. And then I didn't hear from her. Was she lying? And we get so obsessively analytical and we scrutinize and parse every little flicker of an eyelash. And it's exhausting. It can be very, very exhausting. As is having a crush. I remember it being terribly exhausting. So I want to assure you that, like, we forget everybody's just got their own journey and their own stress that they're dealing with, and they're not sending you signals necessarily, and not everything means something, you know. I mean, I remember somebody auditioned for a play that I was directing, and when she was finished, I said, that was perfect. And I didn't cast her. And I feel bad that she's probably was like, well, why did he say perfect? But she was perfect. She was perfect. There was somebody else who was perfect that I liked better for the role, but she was perfect. Let's try to not read too much into things, and try to not exhaust ourselves, trying to interpret everything. And if it comes down to it, if you're working with a director, it's not bad to say, hey, I wanted to ask you something. You said something in rehearsal the other day, and I wanted to check in with that. What was there a problem, or you can ask. Better still, don't read too much into it. Just I ran into a little bit of difficulty. I was directing a play, and somebody got mad at me because I was using the phrase, this will make you happy. Like I'd say to the costumer, hey, this will make you happy. That suit that we needed for the guy for Act 2? We don't need it. Hey, this will make you happy. We've got more time for your costume change than we thought. I thought that was fine. But what they read into it was that I was doing it for them as opposed to for the good of the show. And they read in that I was like, oh, this will make you happy. It's like, which was not what was going on. I was just saying, hey, I found a win-win. That baffled me. It didn't mean any of those things that they were interpreting them as. Yeah, that's all. Maybe just ease up a little bit on scrutinizing every word and every look from your director, casting director, agent, or whoever. And recognize that sometimes things just don't have all that much meaning. Good? Yeah? Let me know what you think. Share these videos with people, if you'd like. I do love your comments. By the way, I love when people write in with questions. I've had 2 of those come in this week, so I'm excited to answer those. All right, I'll see you next week. I didn't mean anything by that, except I'll see you next week. That's all it means. Okay, goodbye.